of Indigenous peoples from the United States, from around the world. Native Americans from both North and South America are here today representing and making their voice heard. Let's watch the front here. See, there are floats for people. You can see it's just a mass, a huge stream of humanity flooding back for as far as the eye can see down Central Park West here at the People's Climate March. We're going to be exiting the press zone and go into the scrum thanks to the fine work of the fine men and women of the NYPD.
Is it correct that people across income
and so, yeah, then but let me know when we should, Yeah, but we'll keep on. So we're gonna keep watching and we're gonna kind of walk along here and stream it. Then at some point, what we're gonna do is we're going to zoom ahead of the march and get a fixed location to have people coming. But it's not even 11:30 yet, so there's a lot going on. We're just going to start talking to people as we go. Watch yourself in. We're gonna I'm Brad Johnson, Climate Brad with People's Climate.tv. We're live streaming right now.
Okay.
I hope we can just talk to you, what's your name and why are you here today?
My name is John Buchanan. I'm from the Omaha and Pawnee tribes of Nebraska. And we're here on behalf of our people. We're against the Keystone Pipeline. We're also against the uranium mining and support no fracking among the native lands. We want to protect Mother Earth and protect our water supply for the food crops and for our children, the future generation.
And why do you think there are so many Indigenous peoples here from around the world who are here in New York? And what's your message to the world leaders, the CEOs, the heads of state, all these super powerful people, the rich, some of the richest people in the world living right here? We've got the Trump Tower right here. What's the message that you have for these people?
We want people to know that as original caretakers, the original indigenous people of the world, that we love Mother Earth and that we want to take care of her. As caretakers, we advocate for her. And we want to make sure that we preserve the earth for everyone and for all future generations. And we say to the powers that be, stop the madness. do not pollute the earth anymore. And if you can't take care of it, give it back to us.
Thank you. That was great. That's a great message. If people want to learn more about your work in Nebraska, like in the tribes across the world, like how should people like plug in?
Yes, I have a Facebook page. It's called the Indigenous Council of Nebraska. It's on Facebook. Icon for short, ICON. And also my web address, email is www.whitebison777@yahoo.com.
And what does that mean, the 777?
It's a very sacred number. It stands for the 7 campfires. It also stands for the 7 stars in the cluster of the Pleiades. Very sacred to us.
Well, thank you so much, and hope you enjoy this beautiful day.
Thank you.
Take care. Thank you.
You should also know about the displaced climate research workers.
What was that?
I said you should also know about the displaced climate research workers.
What's that?
Who have been in climate research, who've lost their jobs in the last 5 years due to government sequestration, government funding being taken away. And
Are you one of those people?
I am, absolutely. I worked at the University of Nebraska in Lincoln for a company that did climate research. Last year, I lost my job in October when the government sequestered.
Well, that was looks like the march is moving forward. In no small part thanks to the richest man in New York City, David Koch, who lives across the park. And that's right, like the Koch brothers, that's the whole thing. Is these issues are so tightly interconnected. The system of profit that we have with the Koch brothers and the like is that like using public resources, the public lands, the waters, and profiting from them, and eliminating our systems of public voice, of the public space. That's what the reason that it is no coincidence that the Koch brothers are some of the biggest polluters in the country, in the world. Some of the richest people in the world, and also worked to our global warming deniers, and also worked to push forward the sequestration. They called the sequestration a good start, and they opposed Sandy relief. It's a consistent bill of like taking profits and at the expense of the rest of the people of the world, and that's the system that we're trying to change here today.
Yes. Give more height. Here we go. Oh yes, that was coming. I wonder how big is that?
Oh, I made it. Probably pretty damn well. Well, there are people who are doing Occupy the UN action, like trying to start Right. Well, so this is actually this fine gentleman here. What's your name? Brad Johnson, Climate Brad, here with peoplesclimate.tv. And he was asking why the march route isn't going past the UN. I mean, admittedly, it's Sunday, so there's that. But and there's plenty of powerful people who live right here in Columbus Circle.
Yeah, I like that.
But this route was one that was agreed on with the New York Police Department, with the city of New York. And so any other route, any other action taken is an act of civil disobedience. There are people from the Occupy movement who have decided to take direct action and try to occupy the plaza in front of the United Nations, the Dag Hammarskjöld Plaza, starting today through the UN Climate Summit, which is taking place on Tuesday. And Monday, there's a large planned civil disobedience action in the heart of Wall Street, Flood Wall Street. People are going to be going in there. It's going to be nonviolent. It's going to be that people are going to get arrested because we just can't have people in the streets, protesting, especially while bankers are trying to go about their daily lives and profit from fracking, from fossil fuels, from the continued exploitation of fossil fuels once we've already reached the point of planetary destruction. So that's what we're saying. There are lots of people. They're organizing civil disobedience actions across the city, and a lot of the people here. The number of people every year, the number of people who are arrested, who are jailed, trying to stop the ongoing march of extreme energy grows. Here in these crowds, you have people who have been arrested at the White House, people who have been arrested in front of pipelines in Nebraska and across the country, in front of coal plants, in front of coal export terminals, at fracking zones, and because people are putting their lives, their bodies on the line, especially because their voice as citizens is not being heard. And so that's why people are turning to nonviolent civil disobedience and to actions like this. We're going to keep going on. We're going to see crowd. There's votes. There's action. I think there's the energy here is tremendous. So tell your friends. Watch peoplesclimate.tv. Keep going.
David.
Creating a legacy. we're watching a coalition of native peoples from all around Mexico, from Mexico, traditional dance, and representing. And Mexico is suffering from like really extreme, genuinely catastrophic change, climate change. Their drought is one of the main drivers of economic instability and things. Mexico is still a predominantly agricultural state, and with global warming, fossil fuel global warming, people are losing their livelihoods, they're losing their communities, and you know, they're losing their way of life. And that's why these people are out here today. Let's keep moving towards the back, and then we can kind of move forward. All right, we're just going to start and stop again for a second. We'll be back in a second.